Sup. I wanted to speak about the MOD-9 and a couple of updates that come with the channel per se, and just speak about those. I have my script, I have my notes, and we'll just proceed forward. So I'm going to take on the next, what is it called? Start construction of the MOD-9 this month. How should I say? I was able to come across, I think, parts dispensed, and they had parts, I think a version 2 and a version 3 for the MOD-9 that I'm going to start construction on. I was able to, after like 2 hours of searching, find the files, and as you can see here, the lower, which is a little wacky. What I don't like is the magwell, and I'm gonna kind of go off script here, but like AG, inspiration for this video, he talks about the magwell being kind of wacky, so I won't know until I have the upper and the lower, which I have also here, the upper constructed. It looks kind of similar. The upper looks very similar to the Glock version of the FGC-9, which I'm a fan of, although until having it in my hands, I won't know how the Glock barrel, will fit in the magwell. I'm going to go back to the lower and just look. It looks very similar to the FGC-9 lower. I wish I should have had an example pulled up, but maybe I can pull that up later. The trigger looks the same. The trigger assembly, it is the same. In addition to the pistol grip, the only thing that's a little wacky is how the magwell and the lower and the upper come together, which you can see is connected through here, through 2 pins here and another pin here, which shouldn't be too hard, although I will say, let me just edit this, there are no instructions that I can find. The only thing I can see is AG cast video, which you can kind of see here. There's 2 pins. There's even a video that, how should I say, has a simulation of it being put together, which I'm going to copy. Not copy, but just, get inspiration for just putting it all together, because the FGC-9 has a very comprehensive instructions list, but the MOD-9 doesn't, although I haven't ordered the parts yet, which I'm going to do this afternoon. And so hopefully they'll come this week. In addition to the parts, it's a lot lower profile. I already have the Glock mags, as you can see earlier in the videos. I already have the Glock barrel, which it uses natively, which is a blessing, because the FGC-9 you have to do a little finagling with. In addition to the buffer tube and the firing pin all being ordered from parts dispensed. In addition to that, I'll need to order a new trigger assembly because I only have one. Mine worked right off the bat, so there was no need to order a second one. The version 2 plus version 3, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea the difference in the gun. I just know the mod 3 I think has less recoil because of the buffer spring usage, and you can see they're all the same until, not the same, but the upper and the lower. I think there's parts Glock provided by the old FGC-9. Parts dispense is clutch, as earlier. I think the version 2 is $100 and the version 3 is $139, I think. I think a total, I had what is called a test checkout. Everything together was $149 plus shipping, or with shipping. As discussed earlier, difficulty in finding some of the files and instructions. I've taken I can practically put the FGC-9 without instructions now, although I will say some of the printing is a little weird. I still have to reference the instructions there, but other than that, I'll have to most likely just base it off of the FGC-9 or just like eyeball it, which shouldn't be too hard until, again, I won't have it until it's within hand. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking stuttering. Video on the lower. YouTube has no content on the MOD-9. It's actually kind of crazy compared to the FGC-9, but Odyssey has a couple of like instructional videos on the MOD-9, which I should be able to reference. I don't need full comprehensive video instructions, but just the overall, like, how is this thing supposed to come together. I'm going to try to mess around with new color scheme and ABS printing. ABS, I tried messing around with ABS in some prints. First time printing with it, it's fine. It just feels brittle. I don't like it at all. Hopefully I can reference some, I forgot to say so, but holy cow, that's loud. Okay, we'll just lower the audio. What was I going to say? ABS feels terrible. I don't think anybody should use it other than maybe parts that aren't being banged up, but for overall durability, ABS feels actually terrible. And I got mine, most of my filament is for free, or at least bargained. The only thing I print in is PLA plus, except PLA for like certain parts that, you know, can survive kind of a beating, but not really, that are grinded upon. ABS just feels too terrible. And also it's kind of hard to print in. That I've just taken throughout the 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, and just put like sprinkle them in this video. Honestly, I've been pretty slacking on editing just because I'm not about it yet, and so I'll get about that soonish. This second part, I don't know if this is going to be a channel or a video 1 or video 2, but I'm going to try to make this into an update and say thank you so much for the videos and the content, or the, not the content, but how should I say? I guess, yeah, just the overall support on the actually the couple of videos. I do have to edit some, and I'll leave it at that. Trying to avoid being a one-trick pony, just posting FGC9 content. It's an awesome thing that I take pride in, but at the same time, I need to move on to other things other than just posting FGC9 content, because I know that can get a little... They're coming down the line. I'm going to try to break down, like once I'm done shooting and such, you know, just get bored, which will take a while because it's a fun gun to shoot. I'm going to try to break down each individual part, like the lower, the barrel retainer, and the upper, into like short little segment videos, maybe even shorts, to try to just explain the overall feel. I'm not an expert, or I'm not a master or an expert, but my particular FGC9, it's really reliable. Whenever I put the mag in, you hear that click and the pull back forward, it works. I don't think I've ever had a single failure in the past month or so. It's actually kind of crazy. Other than that, more videos relating to, Security Plus. I don't know if it was ever told, but I am in my last senior year of school, hence why the channel suppression, I guess it would be, like league. Got my Security Plus. I want to talk about that, especially in depth, because it only took me 6 months to study for, although I didn't have a job, nor was the school load so heavy. Graduation, this is my last semester. What I'm going to do while I was, and other projects. Other projects, I think I even have a whole video list here. I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah, just projects I've been doing, you know, during the school year. School's kind of last senior year has been hard yet easy. The workload has been hard, but it's not a lot for the most part. There has been, uploads pending. I do have a Mac. I was able to purchase from a friend at a cheap price, although the screen was cracked, and I give a somewhat review of just repairing it and the overall difficulty in the repair. That should come out. It's already been recorded, although I feel like the quality is not the best, so I'll worry about that, you know, when I get down that line. Trying to stick to a more consistent upload schedule that goes along, yeah, just general, like as school slows down, I should be able to pump out content. Like, that's not hard at all. More frequent engagement in comments and other social media. I need to change the channel name, because it's stupid and created like 12 years ago. In addition to, I need to be more engaging in comments, because it's actually kind of sad. Two of my friends are close by and help me record some, although sometimes they're not available, and I'm trying to talk with them to be more, you know, engaged in producing content, because they're social media gurus, or and they are more involved in social media and just overall shooting than I am, because my shots are, I like them, but my close by friend, he was able to produce the last video, and I felt like, you know, he put his heart, or at least some effort into it, unlike me, who just has my camera shooting. 2 months of freedom while school winds down, and big boy job, I'll be applying, and I'll just have 2 months of freedom, or study time. In addition to, how should I say this? I guess this goes over to other content, but studying Chinese for a year, or I have been studying Chinese for a year, and want to practice, and I feel like this is the best way too, just speaking. I do have a video down the line, in that I want to essentially, how should I say, only speak Chinese in that video, but also have English subtitles. I feel like that'd be awesome. The only thing is, it's going to be like the biggest script, because my Chinese is still good at I'm really good at speaking for the most part, and reading is fine. Although I've never spoke like, 2 sentences more than English being followed. I'm gonna try to care less. Mostly just reading the script now. Care less about content and focus on quality. I'll just try to upload more, essentially. Again, I'll try to sprinkle a little more clips within the video to, I guess, just, you know, run up engagement or something. Because I have a lot of shooting clips, especially that some of my friends helped me shoot. And other than that, yeah, the MOD-9 should be cleared within, like, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks, depending on shipment and such and printing time. Other than that, I do appreciate anybody who's stuck around or subscribed. Thank you, and yeah, bye now.
Okay, we can go.